Are you an INTP and you're struggling with staying present in the moment? You overthink a little bit too much, just a little bit too much, and you don't actually experience the moment. You don't actually say the things you want to do the things you want to do. Well, in this video, I'm going to go through what it means to be an INTP, just kind of on a light level, and then go into 3 different things that you can do to be more present. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, helping you find your true character and level it up so you can play life better. So INTPs, I know you got this struggle because I hear it all the time. You know, anytime that I tell one of my INTP friends, like, just don't overthink it and, just trust my introverted feeling aspects or whatever it is. Just kind of listen to the story. It's like, no, can't do that. Like, that's what I do. That's my life. I overthink things. And that's because it's your flow state. To think, to process, to understand, to identify, to define something is your flow state. That is the analyzing adept, that character within you, that heroic aspect of yourself that makes sense of the world, that knows and understands what something is. That feels so good for you. And yes, that is different than being present in the moment. And so that's why you got to bring in these other characters and these other aspects that I'm going to talk about. So you have your analyzing adept. Then you also have this mentor aspect, your innovating explorer. This is that vanguard in life that's pushing you to seek new possibilities, to change things, to shake things up, to reinvent the wheel, right? To try things that you haven't experienced before. And that is in the now. That's what is emerging from the moment. Okay? And that's hard because that's the extroverted aspect of yourself, and you are naturally an introverted dominant person, right? So that's the extroverted aspect is more like offensive, more quick hits, moving around, shaking things up, and it's more light. It's more on the surface. Whereas the defensive aspects, the adept in this situation, is more about narrowing in and focusing and zooming in and using your attention and precision to understand, to build more information, and to inform other people on the truth behind that information. And so there's this back and forth kind of disconnect, right? It's difficult to balance both of those. But being aware of those characters within you is one of the key components. Also, you have your sidekick. This is technically for you, it's introverted sensing. This is the stabilizing guardian. This is your tertiary function, okay? It's kind of a childlike aspect of yourself that's really good for intimacy and things like that. It's really good for building comfort and your daily life. It's maintaining the day-to-day of life. It's focusing on traditions and what you learned in the past and what information you can bring forward to stabilize the moment, right? What can you expect to happen now based on what happened in the past? That's also a defensive, introverted character. And so it's just 2 characters, the adept, the guardian, just talking back and forth, not actually getting new information, which can be okay sometimes, but it also, it stops, it puts a wall around things, so you're not getting new information, you're not learning more. You're just going through what you already know and finding ways of making that true. And that's not how you actually learn more. You need to get new feedback. You need to get more engagement. You need to find new associations. And that is thrilling. That's exciting. That motivates you. That inspires you. That gives you more life. Like if my INTP friend right now is traveling around on a boat he bought with his girlfriend in the Bahamas, and he's loving it. Like, that is life for him. He's piecing together what life is in his own way. And it wouldn't happen if he was just sitting at his desk or something like that here in Japan. It's through shaking things up, through getting new experiences, new novel things coming in that you got to deal with. That's how you become more alive. So looking at it this way, you're either the innovating adept, extroverted intuition, introverted thinking, right? You're the innovating adept or you're the stabilizing adept. And stabilizing doesn't really bring to mind being present, being in the moment, right? Innovating does, because it's taking more actions, it's being there to deal with what happens as it comes. So what can you do? What can you do about this to actually bring in some techniques for you to carry forward, right? Because it's not just the knowledge. We're not going to cycle back through that. We got to take some actions. We got to do some things. So the first one is to take more action. As I said, do things, shake things up, push buttons, try things that you have not tried before, because that builds new connections, that stimulates your mind, that stimulates your body, and that makes life more exciting. And if you put yourself in the habit of not knowing what's going to happen, it's going to be tiring, but you're also going to build more understanding of what that is and what it's like to be able to quickly connect these connections and piece it together and understand reality. And then you can post-process it later too. But throw yourself into new contexts, travel, go talk to somebody new, go read something different, go take a walk, do whatever it is. Some are more present and exciting than the others, but just do things that are new, that are novel. Another one is to tap into your senses. And this is a difficulty for us as well, INFPs, to be in that engaging adventurer aspect. It's difficult and it's tricky. But what you got to do, to the best of my ability, is to cycle through visual, auditory, kinesthetic, visual, auditory, kinesthetic. And what I mean by that is, if you're talking to somebody, like, zoom in on them and notice the wrinkles, notice their facial features, notice the textures, and that's keeping you focused on what's happening now, so that your mind doesn't detach and doesn't make its decision and then just close things off and go do its own thing. The auditory stuff, listen for their timbre. Is that the word? Listen to the way that their voice sounds. Listen to the highest thing, the loudest thing you can hear, the lowest thing you can hear, quietest thing. Listen for all these different things. How their voice is quivering, is the depth of it, whatever it is. It's keeping you present on what's happening in the moment. Also, kinesthetic, notice the actual feeling of things, like your feet on the ground, the shirt on your body, whatever it is, the hair on your face, shifting your focus to those things, but also notice the emotional aspects, or just kind of this feeling of, ooh, I feel a little strange right now. Where is this strange in my body? This intrigue, where is this intrigue? Is it like a cloud up here? Is it like a fluffy marshmallow? What is it? What is it, that sensation? That's also kinesthetic. And if you keep cycling through those, you're going to pay more attention to what's happening in the moment. As long as you just keep bringing your focus back to it. Just keep bringing your focus back to it. You can handle a lot of information. You can process a lot of things. I understand that. Right? So just keep going through that cycle. And one last thing that you can do is to anchor positive sensations. Anchor your peak sensations. So what I mean by that is, it's like we run our lives based on a lot of anchors. We wake up, check our phone. That's an anchor. There's like this thought, you see your phone, your alarm goes off, whatever it is, and it's tied to, okay, I got to check my phone. And you open your phone and you're like, oh, well, I don't know, Facebook or Reddit or whatever it is, right? You just open up the next thing, right? They're all anchored experiences that are connected. And those also bring in different emotional aspects as well, different states. And so what you want to do is you want to intentionally put yourself into a sensation, into a present state, and do something unique, something novel. I've talked a little bit about this before, like grabbing the hollows of your wrist. Like when you're feeling really good, maybe you're doing something that is like putting you in the present moment. You're like, this is one of those times. How do I capture this? Do something like this. Okay, it doesn't have to be this. It can be this. It can be la la la. Whatever it is, just make it a novel thing, something that you don't always do, and it's going to ground that. Okay, it's going to attach that state to this touch. Okay, and then the next time you need to access that, you can do this and it's going to bring back up that state. And the more that you stack it, the more positive experiences you get into through your Explorer, the more you're going to have different states that you can keep stacking onto it, different moments, different experiences that you can keep adding onto it. So that when you need to be more present, you can do that and you're going to trigger all those things within you. Okay, so those 3 things. The first one, listen to the Explorer, do Explorer stuff, get new experiences, right? Shake things up. That's how you live. When I moved to Japan, I have very clear memories of every time I've moved within Japan and the first 9 months when I was here. Like, I remember so much of it because it was attached to novelty and emotion and new experiences. The next one, cycle through your senses. Put yourself in the present moment by cycling through. And the third one, anchor positive states, and you can summon those back when you're ready. All right, so I hope that this video was helpful. And if it was, please comment down below what was helpful for you. What are you going to do to implement some of these? And anything that you've done for yourself that's helped you in the past, share it down below with other INTPs, because this is how we build a stronger humanity that understands ourselves better, that can use our gifts, use our talents to help the world. Because you being an INTP, we need that. The world needs that. The world needs you to overthink things. That's how we understand relativity and physics and anything like this, right? It's because you, as the architect of thought, have done this. You know, we need that. But I understand the desire to be in the present moment. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's a matter of finding whatever kind of balance you can within those. All right. So if you want more INTP videos, check them out over here. And love you guys. Keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck. Have fun. Peace.